Yo, what's up, everybody? All right, so look, this is a special video. It's been a long time. Brought back my friend Brian when we were just talking about it right now, and we're like, yo, how long has it been? Like 2019?
It's been a while. Like COVID and all that other stuff. Like it's just been crazy.
Yeah, everything hit, and life hits, COVID hits, and then just throw in all the other details. So finally, we were like, dude, it's overdue. Let's do a video, and it's really cold outside, so like, hey, this is the best time to do like a winter, even though we're not fully in winter, but we just get like a little head start in reviewing these winter fragrances. So that's what we got for you today. And before we get into that, let me cheers to
Yeah, man.
to
It's
back
been a minute.
doing a video. You're gonna see more of him now because we're gonna have more of a planned out approach to all of this, and we'll go from there. All right, so we have some affordable, great gems in this video, and then we just mixed them up with designer and niche fragrances. So it depends on what what you can afford, what you can't afford. There's something here for everybody. All right. So we are just gonna jump into it. So you want to start from right over
Yeah,
here?
that's cool. That's cool.
Okay, let's start with one of my favorite amongst a lot of other people. Francis Mason Margiela by The Fireplace.
Yeah, this one we've smelled for like a while. This one's
You
really
can spray it if you want.
still there. I mean,
It's there is nothing in the market like this except one on this list, and that we'll get into that. But it is just an amazing, like, who would thought of. I mean, everybody likes firewood and charred, open fire in their house. But wearing it is a different thing, and it just works.
yeah. The only thing I don't like about this one
Mm-hmm.
is so not all of these I've had wearings with, but this one I have. I just feel like you probably get like 3.5 hours of like that initial s'mores, like that
The crispy
the
golden.
crispy golden, just like firewood smell. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
You almost like get a better smell if you're camping. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you're by the fire, you get that smell. I mean, but at any rate, it's still a good one. It's just like I feel like you need to reapply it.
Yeah,
You know?
I believe so too. Where I get my that's exactly right for me too, because the performance is about three and a half
Yeah.
hours on a good day, and then after three and a half hours, it's just a skin scent. I can still smell it, but if you're wearing it to because most people wear fragrances for Sorry, everybody. Forgot to put on airplane mode. All right. So what were we saying? Yeah, three and a half hours performance, and it's a skin scent. But then for me personally, if you're gonna, where I wear this, like if I'm going to an event, I wouldn't wear it to the office personally. But yeah, it's still a great, unique fragrance. You're gonna be a lot of people. I mean, in the fragrance community, know about this, but in the general public, don't know. So you're gonna have compliments. I had a few compliments with this one.
Yeah,
So.
I like wearing this one like if I'm going to like a brewery and it's like outdoors and they have like those heater lamps or whatever. Like
Right.
it's just the vibe. You know what I mean? So
It's
it's a good
festive.
it's a good like festive vibe fragrance, right? You know?
Yes.
I know we've passed Halloween, but like going out trick or treating with your kids or whatever. Like this is like a nice one to wear just to kind of
Yeah, I would wear it
set
to
the
like
vibe.
I would wear this one to like Thanksgiving dinner,
Exactly.
something like that.
Yeah,
Christmas
yeah,
morning,
for sure.
because it gives that vibe, a festive,
Yeah.
but like vibe, Christmas and firewood burning, but you smell like the firewood.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely a good one. Reasonably priced, about like $100. So that's not for 100 ml. Amazing. Really good job on this fragrance. So, all right, the next one is. I'll tell you, it was my first. I just smelt it before this video, and I was amazed. He showed it to me, and you found it in.
I think I found it in Marshalls. They like put some of their high end stuff behind the counter now, and so like
Yeah.
it sat there for like a couple months, and I was like, man, let me look at it again, and so like the lady went and grabbed it, and it had like been marked down from like 2 red stickers and then finally like a yellow Marshall sticker, which is like the final price is gonna be, and I think I got it for like $29.
Yeah.
A ridiculous steal.
So this fragrance is it's highly popular, this brand, and I found some for. I never bought them, but I found some for like around that price, $30, maybe 40, whatever, give or take. And that one is Bond number 9. Which one is this one right here?
That's New Bond Street, I think.
New Bond Street, yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, New Bond Street, yeah. But so anyway, it's kind of feminine, the color, whatever. But let me tell you, once I smelled this, and we sprayed them here before we did the video, is man, it has a little bit of the fireplace, that charred ember wood, throw in some, the best way I can explain it, with some graham crackers, cinnamon, marshmallow, sweetness, touch of freshness too. It just works.
It really does. And I mean, if you want to talk about performance between the fire, by the fireplace and this, this is like 2 sprays and you're good for like 6 hours. I mean, it sticks, dude, and it's in your clothes. I mean, I have stuff that I put this on with. Of course, it's it dies down, but like, I mean, I grabbed that shirt to like put it in the wash, and I'm like, wow, I still smell it on. It's super strong.
That's how you know. That's how I typically know it's a good fragrance if it's still on my clothes the next day or whatnot. Yeah. You're like, yo, this is a performer. I have just no brainer. So definitely, and original price, I would still get it personally, regardless if it's in discounters or not. But it's rare you can find it. But if you're interested, go to Fragrance X, go online, and that's like the best price. I would not buy it retail. I mean, like, just because there is another alternative to save some money. But if I had no way of getting it, yeah, I'll still spend the money and get this.
Yeah, and if you're like, if you're a female that likes By the Fireplace, but you're just like, it's a little bit too masculine, this does have like that slight feminine side to where you might feel more comfortable if you like more feminine things to be like, you know what, let me get that instead of By the Fireplace, because I like that fireplace DNA, but this one just adds like that extra layer of just like, I don't know, it's more classier.
Yeah, it's more classier, and I can find it. You can wear it instead of like, let's say By the Fireplace, it's only in certain areas. This one you can wear it to other events too. That one, which like the Fireplace, it's only for like festive vibe, like Thanksgiving, something is or your personal time, whatever. But this one right here, it's like, it has the fireplace DNA, and then other playful elements which you can get away with it in other scenarios. So, all right, another one which I definitely, I mean, I just actually, this one right here, I never smelt it, and I'm surprised I'm familiar with Tom Ford, of course, but this one is Tom Ford Oud Wood, right? This is just a 10 ml. And this is, let me tell you, this is a perfect leather jacket. I'm going to respray it real fast. Leather jacket fragrance, in my opinion. Oh, my God. Just smells, oozes out masculine.
It doesn't have like, and Tom Ford, I think, did a really good job with this because we like oud fragrances a lot. We have one here on the list that we're going to mention later, but this is, they do oud really good. So like, if you don't like the super funkiness of like, some of that, that like wild oud, like
that offends people,
like this is not as animalistic as like some of those ouds, but it's really good. They did a really good job with this one.
I definitely agree with Brian, because let me tell you, Tom Ford did something that some companies did it, but mostly it's Tom Ford. They updated oud and they made it westernized. With the rest Western world, because I know there's some pungy medicinal oud that like only people who can wear is Arabians or this and that. But bravo, oud wood is actually, and I'm gonna get a bigger bottle because now I just love this fragrance.
Yeah, and I don't have this one, and it's one that I'm just like, you know what? Now that we're doing this smelling of the oud wood, I'm like, I need to have that because it's just, it's an office scent that isn't offensive. It's just but it's so rich in its depth of the oud that it's just it's very it's very good.
It's a boss. Like if you're going to the office, this smells like you're a alpha boss. Like you're a takeover. That's
When you walk in a room, people are definitely gonna smell that.
You're like, yeah, this guy, and by the way, all of these perform 8 hours plus. So if I didn't mention that, and when I began, so all right,
with the exception of the replica, that one's still
one is a little bit the replica, but the other two that we just talked about, and give you about 8 hours plus, meaning 8, 9, whatever, 10. So I think 8 hours. If you get 8 hours off of fragrance, that's solid.
And yeah, I mean, I'm good with like even a little bit less, but it's just the stuff that irritates me is that if I spray it 2 hours later, it's completely gone.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, especially with some of these fragrances that do cost, it's like, I want to pay for some better performance. I want to pay for like the 1990s performance of fragrances that you just can't get anymore unless you do buy something niche. Or
yeah, no, definitely. It's it's a pain. And like I know when people say like you can take the bottle with you. It's a pain in the ass taking the bottle with you.
Yeah.
Like bro, it's like you could drop it easily. You're like, where am I gonna put it? It's just a nuisance, right? You just want to wear something and just go, So and then even like putting something in a decant, it's like, I mean, I'm gonna go through all that trouble or whatever. So
I know.
But yeah. So next one is surprisingly the name would be like, okay, it's more of a summer. I think you can get away with the summer night, but it's a really good. It performs really good in the winter. I can just tell because I know which ones perform winter, summer, whatever. And that one is the Mancera lemon mint and oud.
So good.
Yeah. This one right here, again, it's amazing, bro. This is like the perfect mass pleasing, but winter fragrance, if that makes sense, because usually mass pleasing fragrances are all fresh, shower gel, whatever, mass or whatever. But this one is playful, like for the office or go out and have some fun. That's wow. And again, today was my first time smelling this, and I gotta put these on my list of Bond Street and the lemon.
Yeah, I got this one at I bought Crypto Mint online, and somebody was like, hey, I'll just throw in a decant, one of like the Facebook fragrance groups, and so he threw this in for me, and he's like, you can choose from 10 fragrances, and I was like, I like oud fragrances, let me try this one, and he was like, it's really good. Some people like it, some people don't, but I don't understand why no one would like this. Like the oud drops away after in the dry down, and you're left with like this lemon mint, but that oud DNA is still there, but light.
It's still there. Yeah, it's still like
So if Tom Ford is too much for you, and you like oud, but you're like, that's still too much, the lemon mint oud adds like more the lemony mint, so it kind of just like breaks the harshness of the oud, which I think is really, really good.
Amazing fragrance. Like I said, I'm putting on this one on my list. Plus, I'm working on having a good Mancera collection. So that's my next one. All right, next one is actually, it's amazing. On my skin, it gives me about 12 hours, man. And this house is just, I don't know how to say it. It's a phenomenon house, and that is Dua. If you guys, of course, right now in the fragrance community, familiar with Dua fragrances, this one's called Collateral Damage. And let me tell you, you're gonna do some collateral damage from somebody's girl. You're gonna take him away, yo, because this one is just, and surprisingly, I got, from the opposite sex, got more compliments on this one. This is like the number one complimented winter fragrance in my book. So
yeah,
and from my experience, you want to spray it again?
It's there, man. Okay. I mean, this has a lot of it's strong. I mean,
it's very strong. Dua fragrances, they don't play around, yo. They're very, very, which personally I like it. There's a lot of people that like tamed fragrances, all right, just to get, but I like, because maybe I'm Middle Eastern, whatever, I like that shit to be nuclear, yo.
Yeah. And this, it's not in a bad way. This has some like medicinal.
It does, yeah.
There's something about it. I can't I can't really put my finger on it, but it's like a licorice
Mm-hmm.
or like a fennel type medicinal smell to
Yeah,
it. You know what I
it has
mean?
like it smells like a, you know, like a doctor's office, like like that clean medicinal smell.
It's weird, but it works really good. I'm sure in the dry
Yeah.
down, the dry down before you sprayed it again. We had these sprayed before, but like the dry down, I feel like it's even more medicinal
Mm-hmm.
than just like the opening. The opening it does have like this
I,
collateral damage, like it's just gonna punch you in the face.
yeah.
But then it like gets down to like that, and I don't want to sound weird,
No,
but
go for it. This is
medicinal
funny.
isn't like I don't mean medicinally like it smells like Vicks, but it's
Yeah.
just like a licorice type clean
Yeah, like a clean, like
yeah
surgeon's
yeah
room or something. Yeah,
yeah
where they don't. There's no bacteria in there.
yeah it's a good covid friendly fragrance,
Yeah,
right?
you get COVID. Yeah, so you don't need to get your shot. Just where it is. Yeah, look. Yeah, no, but yeah, and the dry down it does. For me, you know, I like it, and it does the job. Gets me compliments. That's all I
Yeah.
care about. You know. So, but it's a good one. Look into it. You can do other. You know, look this one up. See other reviewers. See what they think, and then go ahead and pull the trigger on it. But for me, bravo. All right. You want to start from there?
Yeah, whatever.
Let's go from here.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
All right. This one right here is probably the most. It's very affordable, and this size bottle can probably last you a year or two or three, depending on how much you try. Because it gives me about 16 hours on skin, clothes. Literally, Brian, like 3-4 days on clothes.
Damn.
You know, that's if you don't wash them.
Yeah.
You know, you're like this, and that's El Haramain Amber Oud Gold Edition. This one was about like $60, and it's 125 ml. So you're gonna get a bang for your buck. And it's just, what would you say the notes on this one?
Dude, it's a weird vibe. Like, I would not imagine Arabian Oud, or I'm sorry, Amber Oud, to have like an Aqua di Gio DNA,
Mm-hmm.
but it has that with a little bit of like warmth to it. So like a warm Aqua di Gio,
Yes,
which
yes.
is weird.
It's weird, and the thing is, I had this girl wear this, and she loves it. This is the only thing she buys now because I put her on. It works amazing for a man, and it works amazing for a woman. I don't know how, but it just works.
I can tell you've gotten some wearings out of this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This bottle, I've been having it for like a year and a half or something.
It's a sleeper, man. I mean,
Mhm.
and if you like Aqua di Gio or like all the the Profondo, Profumo, like
Profumo.
if you want a winter version of that, I think this is great.
Yes, a winter version of that. That's a
You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I just feel like it's if that's your scent, that's your signature scent. Like this is like super slick to wear for the
Yeah.
winter time, and just keep that same thing going for you.
Yeah, and this is the only, like this one right here. Seriously, heads up, 3-4 sprays, it's enough. Because trust me, like I said, I like nuclear stuff, but this one is
like
Zarbomba,
like the Club de Nuit, the not the intense man, the gold bottle one.
Yes, yeah, oh yes,
that one, dude, will have your whole house
smelling.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, there's some that are just like, wow, man. There's some fragrances, just for the record. I remember it was there was some like 6 months and they still smell on the clothes. I'm trying to think, maybe this is the one too. I know you can still smell it for 3 days on clothes, but
yeah,
after like 6 months, there was a shirt I think that smelled like this, and you can faintly still smell it 6 months later. So
that's crazy.
All right,
it's strong.
It's strong. Yeah. So that's a good one. And really affordable for that amount and the performance.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's like the idea of this too. Is just like you don't have to spend Tom Ford, Bond Number 9, replica, Mason Margiela like money. I mean, a lot of these cheap. I don't even call them cheap. I mean,
affordable.
They're affordable and they last. So
Yeah.
I think that's a testament to some of these overseas companies that are doing this type of stuff.
Because I'll tell you why they last and why they make them like this. Because most of their market is in the Middle East and some parts of like Asia and stuff like that. So and I said this before, Arab men and women will not wear a fragrance if it gives you 2 hours. They'll just go bankrupt if you make a fragrance. So what they're making, and they obviously they have the resources and they're making it. and for affordable price, and it's just amazing. It just goes to wonder why some of these higher end, I mean these high end designers that you're paying like 200 or 150, and they don't perform as much as these. It just gets you wondering, like, what are they doing, bro? So, but yeah, affordable, definitely check it out. And yeah, that's that. All right, so next one is another compliment monster, and that one is this is called Poseidon Casino Supernova by Dua.
So personally, I think I like this one more than Collateral Damage.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Just personally, dude, I don't know how to explain this one, man. It's got like a legit like citrusy vibe, but just like
it has like a toasted toasted ember. It's basically Baccarat Rouge 540 mixed with Creed Aventus. That's what they were going
dude,
for.
that's good. That's good. It has that pineapple. That's what I'm saying. Not citrus, but it has that. I don't know if it's my nose, but a lot of times I mix citrus with pineapple.
It does, because it's a citrus fruit.
But dude, this is
acidic.
This is nice, man.
Yeah, I see. When I was looking in the back, I seen his eyes light up when he saw this.
Dude,
he was like, "Oh,
this is really good."
So yeah, he likes it.
What are the costs of these?
This one, like, I think you can get them for 45, but if you're buying from retail from Dua, there's sometimes some codes you can get it for $55.
Okay, but and what is this? These are EDP or
straight to parfum. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So these are heavy.
These are heavy. Yeah, all of them. Dua doesn't play. Dua has like, that's why they're so So the owner went to Dubai and he studied, because they have, like, basically right now Dubai in the Middle East is like the next Paris of fragrances.
Okay.
I mean, nuclear fragrances.
I have seen that video where what is it, like a $50,000 bottle of fragrance that they have, like
in the glass. It opens up.
Yeah, it's like when you buy the fragrance, you buy like this piece of furniture that the thing sits in. It's crazy.
I tell you, $50,000 is nothing to those Arabs. Nothing. Like, dude, that's like me going to buy, I don't know, there's a dollar menu or something.
Yeah.
All right, this one is actually amazing. It's a mass-pleasing fragrance. Definitely, listen, Dua didn't let me down yet so far. So, in the sense of, like, I don't like any of their shit. So.
Yeah, and not to be like, everyone I feel like is copying like Creed's DNA, right? Mont Blanc, Explorer, Club de Nuit, all that ones. Like, this has some of that pineapple, but in no way is this like a Creed clone.
No.
It has its own like identity, which is really cool.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. It's a good one, and Dua, always a good job, and that's that. Next one is a fragrance I found. It's probably the most affordable one in this list, right? Because it's
yeah.
So this is a house. This is another Arabian house, and I was shocked to find it in TJ Maxx, and I still have the price for it. And that is called Rave. It's called, and it doesn't have a name. It just says Rave for Women. Let me show you. I'm gonna link this is a very hard one to find, but you can still find it in what is it called, Amazon. I'll find the link. I'll put it in the description. And it was $12.99, right? This one, if you're a big fan of Scent Story 24, this is a clone to that. 8 hours plus on my skin. Pungy tobacco, vanilla.
Heavy on the vanilla. Yeah. But not like not outrageous, you know what I mean? It's just like, that's like that first note that you get is like a oaky vanilla.
Yeah, it says woman, but let me tell you, with that, so of course that vanilla is feminine, but that tobacco note with this keeps it balanced.
Yeah.
To feminine, I mean, it's unisex. Okay, so don't get spooked when you see women and like, no. Very, very well done fragrance. This one, you can smell it and be like, oh yeah, you can tell people.
It is nice.
Yeah, you can tell people you're wearing like a $500 fragrance. It's a good fragrance, $12.99. But I tried to look for them in other TJ Maxx. I mean, TJ Maxx, and I couldn't find it. So this was just luck. So
hidden gems.
It's true definition of hidden gem.
Yeah.
Next one, which I just put it on the list because it does perform, and it's really popular in the fragrance community. I don't I don't want to say dislike it because I do like it, but it's not like hyped up that what people said, because I did a first impressions in this, and that fragrance is Mancera Red Tobacco. But anyway, make a long story short, I wanted to put it on this list because it's heavy enough for winter, and it's and it works for other people. So
It's got a weird like cherry cough drop vibe to me.
Yeah, some people get that cough drop because that's what Morgan. I had a girl do first impression. She said something about a cherry, but I think people. I mean, it's a what is it called? It's that Zephyron. Zephyron smells kind of like a.
It's like a and it's not. I mean,
no, go for it, man.
It's like a smoker who just put a Halls in their mouth.
Yes.
It's that vibe, but
yeah.
it's just not like it's like pipe tobacco.
Cherry Halls.
Yeah, it's like a cherry Halls with pipe tobacco. You know what I mean? But not like a not in a bad way. I mean, it just.
I'm gonna just wear it because I know this performs, but I want to see for the dry down.
Oh, yeah, performance is, I'm sure, ridiculous.
Yeah. It's amazing. Look at the oil slick. It's very. I mean, it's Mancera.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, mostly these Middle Eastern fragrances and everything, you can't go wrong because they have so much passion, and in the heritage, they do not want something weak. They don't. There's no. It's pointless. They look at it. It's pointless, and they have a big ego. Middle Easterns, Iranians, all that part of the world, they always want to one up somebody. Trust me.
This is one. This is one. If you don't want to smell like anybody else, wear this.
Yes.
Like if it's not hyped, it's not whatever. Like.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me tell you something. Like if this one right here. And like I said, it's hyped in my definition when I see other people using. But if you wear this like in the Middle East, if you wear this in somewhere else that's like they like spices and stuff like that, it would work here. But right now, I don't know. It's not there for me. But it breaks through the cold weather. That's why I have it.
It's kind of like this one's like one out of the pack. Like if you're looking for something wintry, it definitely is winter. But it is got. It's its own weird thing going on. So
definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. So you got to clear your nose with some coffee to get that one out of here.
Punches you in the nose, man. All right, so this is the last one, and then we can just do those. As I mentioned.
Yeah.
And last one, I would say this is I think the oldest one out of this whole group, and actually. Some people would say it's in a good way. It's vintage, which it is. But with all of these spices now, how I explained to you, and all these playful fragrances and all these spicy fragrances coming in the U.S., I think you can get away with it. And that one is the number one Hugo Boss fragrance. Let me revisit.
Yeah, I love this one a lot because it's like your classic office scent, like your in a suit, but you don't want to offend too many people, but you want to smell fresh, you want to smell clean, you want to smell powdery. This is that fragrance.
Yeah, it's a fresh, spicy. Again, with all these new spicy fragrances, fresh spicy fragrances, you can wear it in current times right now. With it so that's how I look at it, and actually, it's very, very masculine. So.
It's that polo green,
yes,
like type of fragrance. What do they call that? Fougere.
Oriental and.
But if you can't decide if you have a lot of fragrances like we do, and you're just in a rush, and you're like, I don't know what to wear today. I'm not vibing. I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling that. This is one you just like. All right, I don't know what to do today. Let me just put something on that's cool. That's gonna just be.
It's a dumb reach.
Grab it without thinking. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a dumb reach fragrance, and again, it's perfect. And it's fresh, but it's spicy. Those spices will cut through the cold. That's how.
And you don't really care about this one. You don't care if you have to reapply or use it. Longevity is not bad on it, but I got that at Ross, $19.
Yeah.
I mean, it's. Yeah,
you
dumb
don't
reach.
expect it. Yeah, it's going to be a dumb reach. You're like, all right, whatever.
Yep.
And it has that character of like spiciness, playful, but it's fresh in the same time.
Yep.
And you'll smell like the Wolf of Wall Street because it does have that alpha punch to it too. So
It's good.
yeah, we wanted to mix this list up. We just didn't want to have it in character, so that way we can have like affordable, like I said, different ones. We're trying to, and we're trying to get like something fresh, but in the same time, cuts through the cold. So that's what we were doing with the Boss and a few others in this list.
And all of these work for the wintertime, fall. Some of these I could see stretching through like spring. Like this one right here with this pineapple. The what is this? Poseidon's Casino
Supernova.
Even the lemon mint oud, yeah. I mean that's definitely like you could reach that into spring. So if you're looking to spend some money on something, but you're like, I don't want it to just be winter, there are a couple here that you could definitely like make them go a little bit further into the spring.
Exactly. Yeah, even with this one too, because it has that like this one right here actually.
Oh, the oud wood.
Yeah, it could like because it has like a little fresh note, but it's woody. It's woody, woody. But you can get away with so there's a little of everything here in this list. All right, and there is some really affordable, great ones for your money. Okay, the performance is average except one. It's very, I would say
this one should be in there, but it's just like
I just wanted to leave something that's really affordable for you guys. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people
that you can still get, right? Like this one's affordable, but you can't get it.
Yeah, exactly. And this one, actually, this one is cheaper than this.
Is it really now? Okay, all right. Yeah,
they're like about you'll be surprised on how, and it smells exactly. Well, I'll get into that when we go in there.
Just do it now.
Just do it. Okay, so this one is a clone of Initio's.
Oud for greatness.
Oud for greatness, and it's only $7.99.
God, it's an exact clone. I mean, it's ridiculous, and performance is nuts.
It goes to show you, it's like, dude, number one, how the fuck do you get something that close and you sell it for $7.99?
It's crazy.
It's like goes to show you, it's like, are they? You know what I mean? What are they doing? You know?
I don't know how. So this is from Red Square Collection. It's Elite Oud Orchid Premium Edition.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
it's premium.
It's premium. Like you can put this one right here. It's crazy. It's like you can if you put it in a bottle of Initio, they will not know the difference.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck, man, bro. Because I seen some. Let me tell you something. I seen some of these motherfucking top tier reviewers. Some of them, right, and like perfumers. They give him like some fucked up shit like this, and then they tell him, "Oh yeah, this is like some expensive stuff." They're like, "No, it's like $7."
You can't really tell, honestly. Like he a couple. What was it last year? He brought this.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like, "Hey, I found something. I don't know. It smells, and immediately I was like, yo, is that Oud for greatness? Like, what the fuck?" And it's performance is on par with Oud for greatness, if not better.
Yes.
Like. This one probably. What do you think? You think this one performs more than anything we have here?
Yeah. Well, some of them. Yeah. Let me see. Performs.
I mean, this one was really ridiculous too. But
yeah.
I mean,
performance
is so good.
Yeah. Here, of course, like it's going to perform on most of you guys' skin. Everybody that I know. And you want to say, well, what did your mom when she smelled?
So my mom came a couple months ago and. She smelled this and she just fell in love, and I was like, take the bottle, I'll get another one, it's so cheap. She wore something by the name, I think she was called Tova Nights or something like that, and that was like her signature scent. And now she's I believe she's wearing this more frequently now, even in the summertime, just because I mean it's heavy, but it's really good.
We got to send her because I know where to get them. I'll send them like 3 bottles. You know what I mean? For like the holidays or something, like 4 bottles.
She'd love that.
Yeah. I'll make sure to get that, and I'll get her something else. I'll get her some of my fragrances for my line too.
Yes.
And set her up for the whole few years.
Yeah, man. Yeah, she'll be really happy about that.
Absolutely. And okay. And the last 2, one is I don't know. You wanna talk about?
Yeah. So I mean, this one he told me about it. It's Cremo's Palo Santo. Not all Targets carry this for some reason. It's weird. So I went to another one a little bit further away, and I got like the body wash. I got the fragrance.
Yes.
It's a good Santo 33
Mhm.
clone, whatever you will.
It is Sentinel 33. You're right.
It's a good Santo 33 like clone. I've also smelled a version by Alt Fragrances
Okay.
that's very close. They're all the same DNA, but I like this as just like an everyday, all year round. Really,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think it's a
I
year
feel like
round.
it's more summery just because of that like beachy vibe you get from it. Like there's a little bit of like a coconut feel to it
It
that I
does.
get. But when I do the body wash and I do this, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I get a lot longer longevity.
Okay. Okay.
But if you want to like be nuclear, you're not gonna get it here. But it's subtle, right? It's good office. It's good just dumb reach again.
Mm-hmm.
I find myself using it more because I do have the body wash.
Mm-hmm.
But this one's really good. If you don't want to spend Santal 33 money, buy this one or the alt fragrances one. But yeah, I like that one a lot. And then you've probably given this one more wearings.
Yeah, I gave this one more wearing. So this is the last one. It's suede, and it's funny what happened to us. I'll get into what happened to us later.
Yeah.
So this is sandalwood and suede. Um, it has of course suede, that suede leather kind of notes. Of course sandalwood, and it has like let me see.
Yeah.
So what happened was everything it says here on the bottle, I smell it. It's good. It's a fresh, spicy fragrance for $20. You can't go wrong. Performance is average on my skin. I don't know if it was average on your skin.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like maybe like 3 hours.
I always give them those kind of fragrances benefit of the doubt because it was only $20. You know what I mean? But great for the office. Great for outside the office. Whatever you want. It's another dumb reach fragrance. I would say probably for any occasion with a little twist, playful, whatever, because it does have fresh vibes, and that suede sandalwood, which goes into fresh, spicy fragrance. But what happened was it was so surprising that after we smelled all these like niche fragrances and these expensive fragrances and like Duo, Tom Ford, Bond, Mason Margiela, whatever, this one started smelling like Adidas moves.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
It-
We sprayed it, and I was like, "What the hell?"
It goes to show you that quality, the quality of other fragrances, and that's a lesson learned right now. Of course, it's gonna happen because we spoiled our nose. So, but now, yeah,
It still has the sandalwood and suede.
it still has
suede,
this,
but like,
but I smell that
know,
that move,
yeah.
especially when he said it. It's like, oh man, and now it's just. But hey, listen, it's still a good fragrance.
yeah, and I mean fragrances. I feel for me, not getting too deep about fragrances, right? But I feel like they bring you to a place of like remembrance, right? And so, him and I grew up. I mean, we've been friends for 20 plus years, and like we grew up wearing Adidas moves. Like I'm
That's
sure
the only thing we can
every
afford.
mid to late 30-year-old dude has. So when we sprayed this one, I was like, dude, I'm very nostalgic right now.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we're out doing things like back in the day. And so if you are an Adidas moves type person, I mean, there's no shame in that game, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, pick it up. I mean, it's worth $20. It's worth a blind buy.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's good.
It's not a bad thing. It's just because we smelled this, of course, more quality fragrance. Not saying that's for the price and everything. There are some other. There's another one from Cremo. What is it called? Black vanilla and what is it called? Spices. That one I would say has to be the best one out of Cremo. Performance and smells exactly like Spice Bomb, and performance exactly like Spice Bomb. Yeah, that's oil. And the other ones, they're very average, whatever. What's the other one that's Bourbon and Oak? That's another good one.
They have one that I got recently. It's like part of their. It's like their distillery
Series.
distillery
Yes.
series or something like that.
It kind of looks like the Palo Santos label, blue,
Yeah.
but it says distillery.
It says it's like one of their what do they call this? It's like I remember it's like one of their
Limited
collector
edition
series or something like that. That one would be a good one to pair with like the Boss because it has like that
Spices.
it has that fougere and that
Fougere.
like polo green, this vibe, to mix with it and stuff like that. So Cremo I feel does a good job for like your drugstore fragrances.
Oh, of course. They're actually really man. Like Cremo, like I'm surprised they're that price, man. Because there are some other fragrances that they're in the drugstore. Their performance sucks, and they're more expensive than Cremo.
Yeah, no, I'm very happy with Palo Santo. Like I said,
Yeah.
the performance isn't like the greatest, but I mean, I'm happy with the products that they're putting out. I feel like it's more quality than just like your Dove
It
Men
is.
stuff or anything like
Yeah,
that, right?
and just for what it's worth, the body washes are really good. I like.
I
them
do
too.
like the body washes, yeah, for sure.
Body washes are really
Mix
good.
them with the fragrances, and you make a little more longevity out of these.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah.
So that's it. If you have any questions, I'm going to try to. I will link everything in the description notes. And so on and so forth. So if you agree, disagree, comment down below, and I will. Regardless, I'll still like your comment because it's your opinion. Everybody has their own opinion, and we will do more of these as time comes and passes. So, but yeah. So thanks for doing this with me,
Yeah,
bro.
man. Of
You know what I
course,
mean?
of
Yeah,
course.
and
Yeah,
we'll
love
make
them.
it happen, bro. And yeah, and that's that. And we'll probably, if we have time, we'll do the videos at the rack stores if we have time today. So
Yeah, we're gonna hit those up today, so we'll see what's up.
yeah, I know you guys like them. All right, man. Take care, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.